Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits in a 2019 Mercedes GLB, and today we're going to show you how to install our Apple CarPlay and Android Auto kit. As you can see, once it's installed, you're going to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in full screen. If you know, this car originally has a very small CarPlay and Android Auto screen, and it's only done by the wire, but our system supports wireless. Our iPhone is paired wirelessly right now. You can also pair your Android phone wirelessly. You get all these extra functions, but you don't lose any functionality from the original Mercedes system. You can easily switch back to it by pressing and holding the back button. And now we're going to show you how to install our kit into this car. So the tools you're going to need is a T20 Torx and a flathead screwdriver, and of course you're going to need our product. So we're going to begin the installation underneath the driver's steering wheel. So we're going to use our T20 Torx, and we need to remove two bolts. So there's one right here, and then the second one right there. So now we can grab this plastic piece underneath here. Over here it has a hook, so you have to kind of bend this panel in, and then that way you can lower it down. And then we're going to be making all of our connections right here. So right here underneath, there's two connections here, and our kit will be connecting into this one, but you cannot remove this one because this one blocks it. So we have to remove the smaller connection first. So I'm pressing on the clip and sliding the lock down, and I disconnected that, and now I can get to the main harness connection. Same thing, you're going to press the clip and unlock the lock, and now I can remove the connection. We also need to get to the wire for video, and that's the purple wire right there behind. As you can see, it's hiding behind all those wires, and it has a clip. So this is where we're going to use our flathead screwdriver. I'm getting with my finger behind the connection, and at the same time I'm pressing on the clip that holds this cable, and I release the clip, and this is the cable. So I was pressing the clip with my flathead screwdriver, and with my finger I was just pushing it down so I can unclip it. So now we're going to show you what comes in our kit and everything we're going to be connecting. So we have our main module here, and this is all the wiring. So this is the video cable. This is the main harness. One end will plug into the connections that we removed, and then the other ends will plug into the module. We also have our wireless antenna, and this is a USB cable that is used for updates to our module, and if you want to connect to CarPlay or Android Auto by the wire. We now will start connecting our main harness. So it has a male and a female end. So first we'll connect the original connection into the female end. So this is the connection we showed you how to disconnect before. So with the lock unlocked, you have to line it up and then lock it in place until it locks on the clip there. And now we will take the male end, and this one we will plug in into the original head unit there. So with the lock unlocked, you insert it and then lock it in place. And now we'll also reconnect the smaller original connection. Again, make sure that it's unlocked. You insert it all the way in, then lock it in place. So this is our video cable. So on one side, this is the single end round connection. This will plug in into our module. And on the other end, there's a male and a female. So we'll grab the male end, and this one will connect into the original purple connection that we showed you how to remove earlier. And then the female will slide here. We will insert it instead of the original purple connection and just clip it in. So this is our module. So we're just going to start making all the connections. So first we'll connect our harnesses. Everything is plug and play. And then we'll also connect to the video cables. So we're going to connect them to the module. And now we need to connect the USB cable and the wireless antenna. So we're going to connect the USB connection here and the antenna. So the antenna is going to be hidden along with the module. Just make sure you don't stick the antenna to the actual module. Make sure it's separate. And then the USB cable we're going to have coming out somewhere here. So now we're going to hide everything. So this module and all the wires, and everything will be hidden here behind the carpet. So over here, first you need to pull the carpet so it unclips from that plastic clip right there, and then you're able to peel the carpet down all the way down, and that gives you lots of space here to hide the module. So we're gonna grab the module. You carefully make sure you take your time when you're doing this. You're gonna carefully insert it all the way in there. And when you're doing this, make sure that the switches on the module do not get changed. There's 8 dip switches, so when you're first trying everything out, they all have to be off. You're carefully gonna put all the wires there. You gotta make sure that your USB cable is somewhere here. I'm gonna bring it out here so it's not in the way of anything. So it's gonna be there. And then the antenna, it's away from the module, so you can stick it somewhere around here. You can put the carpet back. Before we put this plastic piece back, we're just gonna test everything to make sure everything works properly. So we have our iPhone, and first we're gonna test it by the wires. You can see the original Mercedes system is on. So I'm just gonna connect by the wire, and you gotta make sure that it starts charging. And as you can see, it starts switching to CarPlay. So here, we're just gonna test touchscreen, make sure that the touchscreen is working. That's the most important. And in order to hear audio from CarPlay, you're gonna set the source for sound in the original Mercedes system to Bluetooth. That way you're gonna get audio. So now that we tested everything, we can reassemble everything back. And so this piece has to go back in, but first here we're gonna maneuver the carpet so it clips back on onto that plastic clip. So you just push the carpet onto it. There you go. And these are the extra wires. Make sure that they're not in the way, and you can tuck them nicely here. And now carefully start put everything back. So here there's this little hook that you have to make sure that it goes and hooks behind the carpet. And there's another hook right here, if you can see. So that one also has to clip behind the carpet. You will maneuver all the wires. So once everything lines up like this, now we can put back the original 2 bolts. So there's one on this side. We're gonna use our T20. So as you can see here, none of the wires are hanging down. So everything looks like original and everything has been hidden. So now the installation has been completed. We paired our iPhone wirelessly to the system. You can also pair your Android phone wirelessly to the system, and now you can enjoy full screen CarPlay or full screen Android Auto in your Mercedes GLB or GLA. I hope you like this video, and we'll see you next time.